Good morning, everyone. By the way, I am Jacqueline B. Jaime, and today our discussion is all about the application of mathematics and the different patterns in nature. With the title of "To Recognize the Application of Mathematics is to Admire the Beauty of Nature." At the end of this discussion, we were able to identify the different patterns of nature, and we can illustrate the examples of it. Moreover, we can accumulate the importance of mathematics in everything. Mathematics in nature. Some of you considered mathematics as a dull, dry, or boring subject matter that is difficult to learn. But can you imagine the nature without patterns and regularities? Or even everything that surrounds us, like our house, the cars, buildings, buses or planes, the skin of animals, the leaves, trunks, or any other parts of the trees. Well, guess what? Mathematics application identify the patterns and regularities in our world, or the natural world. And everything around us is full of beauty and amazing shapes and patterns that we cannot appreciate and distinguish without the application of mathematics. So, if you're a nature lover, I suggest that you study mathematics well to appreciate the value and beauty of nature. Without further ado, let's proceed to the discussion.
Good day everyone, I'm Florenie B. Chumabok. What is pattern in nature? So the world is full of natural visual patterns, from spots on leopards to spirals on ferns. So some patterns are as small as the molecular arrays of crystals and as large as the giant spiral patterns of the Milky Way. Patterns are found everywhere in nature, while patterns may be considered uniform and regular. Some patterns appear more random but more consistent. The definition of pattern in nature is a consistent form, design, or expression, not random. Natural patterns are observable regularities of form that can be discovered in nature. So these patterns arise in several contexts and can be mathematically modeled in some ways. Structures, trees, spirals, meanders, waves, fractal patterns, fractures, and stripes are examples of natural patterns.
Good day! I'm Rika Mingusan. For my own thoughts, the ability to think critically about the world around us is referred to as analytical thinking or logical thinking. Analytical and reasoning abilities are valuable since they assist us in solving issues and finding solutions, and they have own language.
Good day everyone, I am Giselle Pelino. So today I will give an example about numbers patterns in nature. Many of us think that mathematics is merely numbers, operations, problem solving, but in reality, mathematics is beautiful as an art. Galileo Galilei once said, "Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe." There are many patterns around us in countries with 4 seasons. The sequence is always winter, spring, summer, and fall. Also, our body follow a natural external process that regulates to a sleep and wake cycle that repeats every 24 hours, which is called the circadian rhythm. Number pattern is a pattern or a sequence in the series of numbers. These patterns generally establish a common relationship between all numbers. For example, another example, in this pattern, you see that every term in the sequence has grown or increased by 6. Another one, in this pattern, we can see that every term in the sequence has reduced by 3. Patterns help us organize thoughts and establish order to our lives. So as we begin to reconnect patterns in our nature and life, they bring sense of harmony to our mind. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Jacqueline B. Jaime, and today I'll be presenting the different patterns in nature. When we say pattern, it is the visible consistencies found in nature. It can be sequential, spatial, temporal, and even linguistic. And there are several types of pattern, but today, let me introduce to you the 3 examples of it. The first one is stripes. When we say stripes, came from a series of bands and strip, and often with the same width, color, and length. Some examples of stripes can be seen on tigers and zebras. Those patterns on their body increases the chances of survival through camouflage. And it also can be seen in other species like butterflies. Second is fractal. Fractal is a never-ending pattern in which objects with the same pattern occur again and again at different scale and sizes. Some examples of it can be seen everywhere in the forest, like trees, mountains, clouds, rivers, hurricanes, seashells, and many more. The last one is a fine transformation. These are the processes of rotation, reflection, and scaling. This technique is typically used to correct geometric distortion and deformation. And some examples of it are satellite imagery, broccoli, and cauliflower. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Liberty H. Doluvino, and here are also another examples of patterns in nature. Foams and bubbles are patterns in nature that are gathered from continual spheres. Foams are a huge amount of bubbles in many sizes, where that spaces between each larger bubble contain smaller bubbles. Some foam patterns are consistent in composition so that all bubbles are proportional in the same sizes. Next is tessellation or tiling. Is a surface that's surrounded or sheltered with a pattern of flat shapes with no overlaps or gaps. It is also popularly known as tiling, or a pattern of shapes that arrange perfectly together. Another one is cracks, or holes that erupt in materials to release stress or pressure. The more stress or pressure in the same path, the more cracks will develop. Patterns of cracks specify the material if it is elastic or not.